Welcome to the dramatic transformation principle, otherwise known as DTP, which you are a brave soul for entering, as this workout is no joke and will test most anyone. But if you're here and curious for more, you are in for it. And first, I'm in for it actually, as you get to watch. Now, this method was originally founded by Chris Gethin, and this workout specifically is going to be an arms workout. Now, the DTP method is not one you want to use regularly. It's meant as an intentional overtraining method, meant to shock the body with an abnormally large amount of volume, which today we will be doing for the arms with the purpose of maximizing muscle gain. Now, we've all had those body parts that they don't respond as well in others, and we can't seem to get them to grow and develop like elsewhere on our body. Now, the principle here is one heck of a solution and not meant to do for more than a few weeks, and definitely not more than once a week per body part. So let's get right into it. The principle for arms will be 40 reps followed by 30, 20, 10, and then back up. So 10, 20, 30, 40, and that's for each exercise. And we'll be doing 4 exercises total today, 2 for the biceps, 2 for the triceps. As you can see in the video, I've already gotten started on my higher rep sets beginning at 40, and I'll adjust the weight as needed for each set as the workout goes along. Now, the exercise of choice here starting off is the hammer grip rope curl. I chose the hammer grip rope curl as it's a safe, effective biceps movement, hitting multiple areas of the biceps, including the brachialis, with our wrists in that neutral position. As you can see here, even our forearms will get hit really hard here. So you can see as we zoom in on the weight stack, I've progressively increased the weight to accommodate each set. As we move on here, here's me kind of cracking up. My wife's the videographer here, taping this workout. So I am significantly heavier here than in most my times throughout the year, because I was in a mass gain phase. You know, this was the end of my mass gain phase, actually the last week where I implemented this DTP method. I did it for a 3-week bout. Just at the end of my 12-week training block, which was the InstaShred program, I threw this in there on top of it just to add as much extra volume as possible before I started to cut back down, lose some body fat. So this is once again a great method to utilize, not consistently, but use every once in a while to say, you know what, I want to end with a bang my muscle gain phase before I cut down. This is a great way to just kind of shock your body, put it into that state of overtraining before you take a week off, or kind of switch the goal to more of a bodyweight calisthenic type regimen, or simply change that goal to fat loss versus muscle gain. So now I'm hitting the triceps here. I've chosen the overhead rope extension. I love this movement because it's a fixed position with the cable, so I'm a little more in control of the weight. Sometimes I'll do it with a dumbbell. You can do it seated with a easy bar. So what am I mumbling during my workout? I don't even know. But that's a great movement to utilize, because you can kind of really keep your composure. The overhead rope is gonna really allow you to target your lats. It's going to stimulate your core heavily. You're going to notice you're going to have to stabilize yourself with a good solid base. You can't see my feet here, but I've got a nice kind of wide stature with my footing, and make sure I keep my core engaged, nice and tight, keep those elbows as inward as possible, and then come straight up, lock out those triceps at the top, get a good decent squeeze, and then come back down. Some of the reps get a little sloppy when we're banging out the higher reps, you know, just trying to get through the searing burn, because these workouts hurt, man. Like, it is definitely not one for the faint-hearted, because it's tough. Here I actually did a rest pause set, so I didn't get all my reps. I think this is my 20 or 30 rep set, and you can see me here getting a little momentum, so you can safely get a little bounce in there. You can start to kind of rock your knees just a little bit, just to eke out the top portion of those reps if you're not fully able to get them. But safe and effective is the name of the game. You definitely always want to have safety first. You can kind of see me twist into position to get the rope up. I've kind of got the set point of the attachment on the cable line there at just around my buttocks area, right at my waistline. That way I don't have to yank the rope from the floor. And when I twist into position here, then I'm in a nice, controlled, suitable position to do the movement. I'm already feeling it big time here. You can see you're doing a little dance. So here I've finished up triceps, so I hit my heavy sets. I'm going to work my way up. I saved that, kept that out of the video just for the sake of time. Don't want to run you guys through the boredom of every single set, but once again, we're going from 40, 30, 20, 10, and then back up 10, 20, 30, 40 for each exercise. So I've done the hammer rope curl, the overhead rope extension. I'm just stretching it out a little bit before I move on to the next set of exercises, which is going to be brutal as well. So we're halfway through the workout here, and moving on into the second set of biceps is the straight bar curl. So here you can see I'm gonna get going here. I'm really feeling it already from the hammer rope curls. I mean, you're gonna feel a searing pump. I mean, hitting 40, 30, 20, 10. I mean, if you think about it alone, that exercise, 40 plus 30 plus 20 plus 10, and then back up. I'm not sure what it is off the top of my head. I'm not a math whiz, but that's a lot of reps, and that's significantly more than most would do even in a normal biceps workout, and we're only halfway. So you can see here on my heavier set, I'm already using a little momentum, a little rock in there just to get the weight all the way up to the top, get a good squeeze in the biceps, keeping my wrists down to get the most contraction in my bicep itself and not bring the forearm into play too much. So you can see my wrists angled down here, and I'm not keeping my forearms flexed throughout the movement. So here we're already onto the higher rep sets. I skipped forward, so it's my burnout set, man. It's gonna hurt. And so now another element I've failed to mention yet is the amount of muscle fibers you're hitting with this type of workout. Now we're hitting our fast twitch, our slow twitch, our type 1, type 2. I mean, we are going from high reps to low reps and then back from low reps to high reps. So we are really killing all muscle fibers within the target muscle groups that we're working here. So once again, this isn't something you want to do regularly, as it's an intentional overtraining method. You know, it's almost like the concept suck down a whole bottle of protein rather than spreading it out through weeks or months. So if you take 50 servings of protein and you drink it all at once, you're not going to get the same effects as if you spread it out. So this method is not something that will consistently work by just torching your arms and saying, all right, I'm good for 2 weeks, I'm going to do as much volume as possible. Your muscles only need so much stimulation in a workout to get the maximal effect of muscle gain effects. So this is really not something you need to do too often. Like I said, I just ended the InstaShred program, the 12-week program. I'm doing this at the end for 3 weeks just to really stimulate as much growth as possible before I jump into a cut. So nutrition is going to play a big piece of this as well. I'm still eating in a surplus so I can make sure I maximize my muscle gains, and then I will jump on the InstaShred weight loss portion where I'll drop my calories, jump back on a regimen program, and pursue my new goal, because I'm looking and feeling thick here. So on our triceps, as you can see here, we are doing the skull crusher. So I'm on a kind of jerry-rigged bench here. This is my homemade bench, being in the training room. This is the best place to film for this workout. And you want to keep your elbows in with this one. I've got a skull crusher tutorial you guys can also watch, but this is a movement you want to keep your wrists stiff with. So as with the bicep curl, we kept our wrists down. We actually want to keep our wrists nice and straight with this, as we'll put a lot more emphasis on the triceps as well. So flying through these the heavier rep sets, making sure we come all the way down, almost touching my forehead. Or sometimes I'll put the bar a little behind my head and you'll feel a little more strain in the upper part of your triceps, your upper arms. Just get a little bit of a variation. You can kind of toy with where you want the bar placement exactly, as you'll be doing a lot of reps here, whatever feels comfortable. But the more you creep your arms forward and let that bar come in front of your face, it's going to be a little easier. So don't cheat too much, but you can see me kind of come down here a few times, rest on the chest with the bar here, as it's tough, man. Like, you can't see it, but I can surely feel it. It is a tough and brutal workout. So these are going to finish us off with these skull crushers. You guys got to give this workout regimen a try. It's awesome. So we're doing the same here with the reps as well, the 40, 30, 20, 10, and then working back up from 10, 20, 30, 40 to finish out for both the straight bar curls. You can use a easy bar as well if it's a little easier on your wrist placement, and then also the skull crushers with a easy bar. I chose an easy bar for the skull crushers because straight bars do hurt my wrists in the skull crushers, so that's just personal preference. But finishing up here, I'm getting a little stretch in, as man, I took a little pre-workout before this, so that really gave me an extra pump. It gave me an extra oomph in this workout, and it's skin tearing. I mean, I just put my body through so much havoc. I mean, this workout only takes like 25-30 minutes total, so it's crazy the amount of volume we can pump in a short amount of time. So this is something you guys got to give it a try. It's brutal, it's awesome. So finish out this workout, give it a try. It's freaking sweet. It's a great regimen to throw into the end of any program, any weight gain phase, any muscle gain phase, to really maximize your potential and gains before you jump into yet another goal. So if you have any questions whatsoever, please subscribe, like, follow, and I would love to help you guys out however I am. Man, look at this. I'm looking and feeling thick here. Now I'm like 14 pounds lighter 4 weeks later after taping this, and man, what a great workout. So look forward to seeing you guys give it a try and keeping in touch.